Ooh, what up, y'all? It's your man, Abuamerican. Man, I have made this video about like 6 times, and I'm trying to, like, you know, for the sake of brevity, keep it as short as possible. And it's just, I don't know, I haven't been feeling most of the video I've been making these days, and it's really bothering me. So excuse the slowdown in content. Anyway, hijacking hypergamy, you're doing it wrong. Look, gentlemen, I made a video recently about women maximizing on hypergamy, which makes natural sense. I was talking about black women in specific, you know, trying to, what they call dick police black men and reduce their options, which of course increases their options because these same rules of, you know, intra-ethnic dating / marriage do not apply to them. Now, it's unfair to just throw this maximizing hypergamy in an ethnic sense to black women only. Muslim women do it too. Muslim men are allowed to marry Christian and Jewish women with conditions. And what you'll find is that Muslim women will try and expand these conditions artificially, or, you know, make them out to what they aren't, in order to maximize hypergamy, which increases their options and reduces yours. But, you know, the creator of the heaven and universe, being who he is, knows his creation, and so he opened up expanded men's options because he understands, of course, his creation. Allah Ta'ala Alam. I'm not saying that's the only reason why he's allowed polygamy and he's allowed, you know, Muslim men to marry non-Muslim women, but it definitely is a built-in counter to unchecked hypergamy. Now, here's the thing, gentlemen. When you're trying to hijack hypergamy, what it does not help to do is push the feminine agenda. And we see this in a lot of guys like Trent Shelton. We see this in guys like Steve Harvey and all these other guys who spend a whole lot of time, you know, throwing men under the bus and bigging up women. What you're doing is, and maybe you don't know you're doing it, because a lot of people I know, it's even women, do these things, these hypergamous things, and these polygamous natures, these male and female imperatives, they do them subconsciously. And what you're doing is you're trying to maximize on the male reproductive strategy, which is polygamy. You are trying to push the feminine agenda in order to gain validation and hopefully attraction from women by pushing their agenda. It doesn't work like that, gentlemen. When you're trying to hijack hypergamy in that particular regard, the way you're doing it wrong. Because now you sound like her to her. This is why, you know, guys are always saying we don't like strong, independent women. Because we are strong, independent creatures as men. We're not attracted to that in women. We're attracted to femininity. When you push the feminine agenda, you're pushing a feminine agenda, and therefore you sound like her. Unless she's a homosexual female, she's not going to find you attractive. And because she's a homosexual female, she's not going to find you attractive anyway because you got the wrong body parts. So, gentlemen, stop trying to push the feminine agenda at your own expense. Now, let's just say a woman says, and they're going to say it, oh, no, that's not true. I wouldn't find that attractive. I find it attractive. Here, it still doesn't matter. It still works against you. How so? This pushing the feminine agenda is like playing the lottery. But it's not a lottery based upon odds. It's a lottery based upon how many people play. If you're the only person playing, you have a 100% chance of winning. 2 people play, you have a 50% chance of winning. 4 people play, 1/4. 10 people play, 1/10 of a chance. And so on and so on and so on. So when you push the feminine agenda, we'll say in maximizing hypergamy, you expand her options, you automatically reduce your options with women in general. This goes for black men in specific. The more you expand your female's options, the less of an option you become. So, you know, when you read these black guys, I wouldn't date black guys either, you know, because he's saying that because he thinks women are going to like that, and the black women that he's attracted to are going to like that. You're wrong, dude. What you're doing is you've automatically expanded her hypergamous search criteria to black men and white guys, automatically reducing you as a number because you've expanded her numbers. And conversely, that stands true also. If you reduce her hypergamous options, you are increased in number. So let's just say, let's use the Muslim example. Say you know, there's 100 guys on earth and 50 of them are Muslim. Well, Muslim women only have a choice of 50 men, not 100 men. You see what I mean? Then within the scope of her hypergamous needs and whatnot, it's reduced down to maybe 15. Hopefully, when we say hopefully, you should be, if you're studying game and on top of yourself and your career and improving yourself, you're going to be in her top 5 pick, 80-20 rule. So gentlemen, when you're trying to hijack hypergamy, and it is possible to hijack hypergamy, maybe I need to do a video on that, on how you can use it to your advantage, but that's what game's all about really, so I don't really have to do a video about that. Gentlemen, make sure you're not doing it wrong. Most of you are harming yourselves. Going into the bush. Most of you gentlemen out there are harming yourselves by pushing the feminine agenda. It doesn't work to your benefit. Stop doing it. I know it looks good, and you know, oh, I'm pro-woman, pro-feminism, blah, blah, blah. You're damaging and you're harming yourselves. They don't want anything to do with you. They want the misogynist, you know, bite down on them, give them no hold, no bars, no quarter, or whatever it's called. They like masculine men because they're women. And when you hear them talking that masculinity, talking all that stuff, that's because they're trying to become what they're attracted to. That's why you find black women going out, getting educated, getting this, getting nice jobs, because that's what they want in a man. It's not that they're attracted or they're thinking, oh, I need to be this thing. No, that's what they want, and so that's what they've become. And the same stands true when they start talking about all the strength and I'm this and I'm a power woman or whatever. Yeah, that's what she wants. She wants a strong power man who's ambitious. Gentlemen, be what you're supposed to be, masculine men. Stop pushing feminine agendas when you're trying to do this stuff to your benefit. I promise you, you're doing it wrong. This is your man, Abuamerican. Catch me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all at Abuamerican. And I'm actually satisfied with this video. I am out.